Hi guys, Johnny Good here for Real Home Studio. Today I'm taking a look at 5 big lessons which I've learned over the last 20 years working as a professional musician. And just before we dive straight in, I want to remind you guys to please like and subscribe, and if you've got something to say, please do drop it in the comments box below. At number 5, networking. Now, networking is crucial in the music industry if you want to get on, not just the music industry, but the creative business as a whole, and really all industries, as they say. It's not what you know, but who you know. Unfortunately, musicians and creatives tend to shy away a little bit from networking, and that's a real shame. So I urge you to get involved, get hustling, and get indeed networking. Now, I know that in my 20s and in the earlier stages of my career, it was something I shied away from. Now I'm a much older person in my mid-40s. I really respect and understand the benefits of networking, not just in a business sense, but on a friendship sense as well, and a wellness sense as well. Getting involved and being part of the industry you love to work in is crucial. Now, the good news is that networking these days could not be simpler. With the boom of social media, networking is literally available at the touch of a button. But don't fall into that trap of just dropping the occasional like, sitting back and waiting for good things to happen. Get much more involved. Start dropping comments, send messages, and even, get involved and have real conversations with people that you want to work with or feel inspired by. As you solidify a better relationship, opportunities will start to arise, and where there's opportunity, there is opportunity for success. Number 4, don't be jealous, be inspired. It is easier than ever to look over your shoulder at what someone else is doing and see someone just zooming past you and feel envy or jealousy. These two emotions, these two feelings are not going to serve you at all. And what I want to encourage you to do is, rather than feel jealous that someone's doing incredibly well in your industry and you think, why am I still back here? I'm good too, or I feel like I'm better than this guy, but this guy's just zooming off, doing a very similar thing. Don't feel jealous, don't feel envy, feel inspired. You need to look at the people around you, if you do look at the people around you indeed, and see those people who are having great success and feel inspired that you can have that success too. So if you see someone, say on YouTube, performing a song and you think, do you know what? I think my version sounds better. Why have I got 10 views and they've got 10 million? Don't feel jealous, don't feel envy, feel inspired, because someone's done that. It could be you next. How exciting is that? If you lead with inspiration over jealousy and envy, it serves both parties. So you can get in touch with that person, for example, and say, love your version, I do a version too if you want to check it out. Jealousy and envy will only serve in you being quietly envious and bringing up negative emotions, or even worse, like sending a bad comment or something, which I absolutely wouldn't advise at all. So be positive, be inspired by those around you. 3, find a hobby. Yes, find a hobby, because when you work professionally as a musician, suddenly your big escapism hobby has disappeared. Music used to be the thing. I'd come home from work in my early 20s, and then I'd either want to strum a guitar on my days off, I want to get my 4-track out and start doing some recording. And of course, when you're doing that for a living, that suddenly floats away because you can't kind of escape from the thing that you want to escape from with the same thing. So you need to find something else to do if you're looking for a bit of escapism. Now, that could not necessarily be a hobby. That could be just some time with your family or with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, going to watch the cinema, making sure that you have something else in your life to do other than music, because I've known people who are music, and then on my time off, more music, and I just love music, man. I'm music, and eventually those personalities and those people just drive themselves just straight into the ground. So for me these days, my big hobby is running and fitness, and I find that such a healthy way to get away from music and get my headspace clear. I don't run with music, so I have a music-free zone, for about an hour a day. And I find that just great escapism, and also a great thing to invest my time in that's away from music completely. And a healthy hobby, I think, is probably one of the best hobbies you can have, particularly music, where you might find yourself being quite sedentary and sitting around quite a lot. To get outside and move the body, be that, if you're interested in sports, football, squash, tennis, whatever it be. Getting out there and getting your body moving, I think a really great thing to do if you find yourself sitting in a home studio every day. So get out there, get yourself a hobby. Don't be one of those mad obsessive music people. You do need downtime from it, and that downtime, that recovery time is crucial when you're working full-time in music, because you need to give your mind a bit of time before you get working on your next project. Okay, on to the big guns. Lesson number 2, persistence, 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 persistence. It wasn't in my 20s, wasn't in my 30s that I really appreciate the depth of persistence which is required in this industry, and really into my 40s where I really started to mature and appreciate that. Did I really see that, again, the depth of persistence required? And it can take years and years and years and years of working at something before you can really start to see large returns. Now you may say to me, yeah, but Johnny, I've seen people who get on in their career and are hugely successful very early on. Ed Sheeran springs to my mind, but if you always look behind and unpick what someone's been doing, you'll see this huge level of persistence before they hit that level of success. Some people just get on that track a lot earlier than others. So persistence and determination, they are crucial to your success in the music industry and working full-time as a musician. There are so many people that give up just before they're about to experience success. So many people that just can't quite get over that hill. If I'm referring back to running again, it's why it's been such a great teacher for me when doing that as a hobby, just pushing past those barriers. And that's very much the case when you're working in the creative industry. Some days you're just not going to feel like doing it. Some days you're not going to feel inspired, but you'll learn to keep being persistent and determined and just keep pushing past those days, get the work done, move on to the next day. And you learn to discover that you just come to a new level and you keep pushing, you keep pushing. Some things just feel like they're never going to quite work for you, but you keep going and eventually they will. I guarantee you, if you keep persistent and you keep determined, the good things will come. And number 1, which sometimes splits the crowd, don't have a plan B. Yes, that's my advice. Don't have a plan B. Just have plan A and stick to it. Complete focus on plan A, persistence and determination on plan A. If you have a plan B, if you have that safe mother to go to, I'm not talking about your mother, I'm talking about the mother, the comfort in life, the easy place, the easy option, the safe job, the secure job. If you have that, when things get difficult, you're just going to go and do plan B. When I lived in London, I was kicked out of my house twice, couldn't pay the bills. I was on the streets twice, couldn't pay the bills. So many difficult things happened. I lost my voice a few years ago, lost my entire career, carried on going. If I had a plan B, I would have definitely gone to plan B, right? But I'd never had a plan B, just plan A. I'm going to be a musician and I'm going to do it for my career. So keep focused and keep on that plan A. Now, a lot of people will tell you to always have a backup plan just in case. But for me, a backup plan just implies a bit of fear. It implies a safety net. It implies, I'm not 100% confident that I can do plan A. And you know what? Most people aren't. But if you don't have a plan B, then you have to be. So be committed, have that plan A and stick to it. Be persistent, be determined, and you will experience success. I really hope you enjoyed that video today. I hope you got a lot out of it. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe to Real Home Studio here on YouTube. But most importantly, have yourself a great day.